Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of the Spindash class. I'm joined here once again by Lemon.
Hello, how we doing?
LogiARPlayz.
Howdy.
Pointing out the obvious.
How you doing?
And Sam Webster.
Howdy ho.
Unfortunately today we don't have Ginger Bob with us because he had some ginger issues to deal with, so it's just us today.
Yeah. Too bad
We're
you
going to be
missed out on
talking
this
about Sonic the
dope
Hedgehog
conversation.
cartoons.
Let's go. Should we start in order or just go by which ones that we grew up with?
Well, first off, when we say Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons, are we including like Sonic movie, Sonic OVA, stuff like that?
I
or-
think
Oh,
we
you've
should
got to
do
include the OVA.
I count the OVA. I count the
Yeah,
OVA.
me too.
The OVA
Me too.
is a cartoon.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would count the OVA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say if it's
Maybe not-
Sonic and
maybe-
it's animated, why not?
Yeah.
And it was originally going to be a show before they realized, hey, we're not going to keep making this. Just put it together into one thing.
Yeah, I
it's
think it
just
was
a
like a
compilation,
pilot. It was like a pilot thing, kind of like that Tarzan
Yeah.
and Jane movie, where like it never aired, but like it was supposed to advertise it, and then they said, "Hey, we're gonna make some money off of this." Because I think it was done by
Well,
Studio.
Jay,
Was
since
it Toei? Was it Toei or Piroi?
I'm not
can't
sure. You
remember.
know.
That did what?
The Sonic
The
OVA.
OVA.
Give me a second. I'm
I
about
know
to find out. who
Toei did
animated
the
it.
CD opening intro, but I don't think
Yeah,
they
no,
did
they
the
didn't do
OVA.
that. They didn't.
Yeah, I mean the OVA took heavy inspiration from the CD.
Oh, yeah, heavily.
That was
Yeah,
that was like
obviously.
clear. In fact, it almost kind of based its whole kind of style off that
Yeah.
intro, to be honest.
Yeah.
For some reason, I want to say Junio, just because a lot of people seem to refer to Toei Sonic as Junio
Oh, yeah,
Sonic.
recently that started being
Yeah.
a thing because apparently the guy who actually made Toei Sonic was someone who went by the name Junio who never got given the credit that they deserved. Something
Oh,
along
okay,
those
so
lines.
Junio's just a guy who works
that's just
for,
pretty. That's
right.
that's less. That's more of just a pretty common thing in anime, because there's so many people that work on it. So like, it's
I'm
like
not the only one
sometimes
who
like
likes,
the
American
specifics
Sonic
get
more than
all.
Japanese. Like Greg Martin
I
Sonic.
I definitely don't like Greg Martin Sonic. I'm
I
sorry.
really like Greg Martin Sonic.
I do.
That
I do
stupid
like it, but
mohawk
I would
look,
definitely
bruh.
wouldn't say
Nah,
it's
I
above
think
the
it-
His
I
Japanese
think
face
it
just
looks
looks so
cool.
round. His face reminds me of that meme where it's the moon and it's just really awkwardly sad.
Well, to be
Like,
fair,
it's
Greg
kinda
Martin
like-
Sonic,
it
I
has
probably love
grown
it so
on me.
much just because I grew up with the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. I had like little tiny.
But here's the
like,
thing, so did I. That's the
DVDs.
first cartoon I watched, and even then I'm like, wow, Sonic looks kind of weird in this, but it's funny, so
It's
I'll
weird,
watch it.
really. The
But it-
American design doesn't speak to the American person, but it speaks to the person in Europe. Although, to be fair, actually, I think we use the American. I say a lie.
We
there,
had
but
Duncan
that's irrelevant.
Guttridge over here, and I've got a signed pencil sketch of the Sonic 2 cover pose from Duncan.
Oh, okay. I found out who did the studio for the Sonic OVA.
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
just
Studio.
looking at the box from my Sega Mega Drive right now.
It was Studio
Is
Piroi.
is that different to the American design?
It's very, very similar.
Yeah,
I
it is.
love the
was just
American
gonna
design.
say like it is extremely similar.
But you know what? We Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's actually the one that I never watched. So someone try to sell me on it because I have no motivation
Okay,
to go
Looney
watch
Tunes with Sonic.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing. I have...
See,
Spindash.
I watched the only kind of I do have a bit of when I was younger on this is like early days of YouTube. I think it's like 2007, 8 maybe. So this obviously isn't when it originally released, but I would watch the full episodes would be on YouTube, and like when I was younger, literally just looking for Sonic content on YouTube. Like I would watch the Sonic. The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog will come up quite frequently, and like I'd watch stuff like that, and I do
YouTube
remember
groups
I remember
of the show.
I do remember enjoying them, but I don't remember it being particularly like there wasn't much depth to it, which I'm not necessarily saying there has to be. I just remember it being a pretty kind of like what you see is what you get kind of show, you know what I mean?
For the time, it was alright, because I watched it as it aired, and it was mainly the cartoon they showed on TV here. Like, every now and then, they'd accidentally play Sat AM instead. But most of the time, it was Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, that was a tone shift, let me tell you. But
Yeah, Sonic at Sat AM is probably the one that I've had more.
You know what's funny, dude? Lemon, you know what's funny? You could still watch Sonic Sat AM on YouTube because I don't know if this is legal or not, but someone just has every episode of Sat AM just on YouTube.
That's
I
the same
started
with
recording
Kendall,
them
to
on
be
my.
fair. Like every single.
Well,
episode
I mean,
of
I
Clone
mean,
Wars on YouTube too.
I think it's just for like the shows where the copyright's quite lax. Like Sat AM, to my knowledge,
No
isn't
one knows
available
who
on
the
any
fuck
stream.
owns the
Is
freedom
Sat AM is Sat AM on any
Actually,
streaming
it is
service?
because I tried to watch it when I was
Sat
sick. They have
AM
it
is
HBO
on
Live.
Sat AM is on Amazon Prime, and I think and like that's where I've been watching it recently.
It's on Hulu, but you need to have the HBO package.
Okay, so that means that
It's
it's
a
on
little bit
HBO.
weirder over here.
Yeah.
We don't have Hulu, but we do have, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and
We
Sonic
don't have HBO
X
Max
and
either.
Sonic Underground are on Netflix.
For
Yeah,
us,
but
the only
Sonic,
way-
I think
How much of I remember seeing that. How much of Sonic X is on?
all
Netflix.
three seasons
All
is
3
on
seasons.
is on
Oh,
is on
we don't have that many on Netflix. I think
on
is it the
Netflix.
first
You
two?
only have 2
You
seasons.
know what? I will check right now.
Wait,
I
do
love
you
the
have
first
3
episode of
seasons on
Sonic X
Netflix?
where
I
it plays
can't
that
remember.
music when he's running backwards. I love that part.
Did anyone see the Sonic X talking of Sonic cartoons? Did anyone see the Sonic X reanimated project?
Yeah.
I
That
did,
all the
but
Sonic
I'm one of the-
animators did.
It's
Yeah.
just I watched some portions of it, but I didn't watch. The
I
full
couldn't
thing.
see it through, no. There was, while I respect the animators, the inconsistency just kept bringing me out of it.
And then
Yeah.
sometimes
See, for
some
me,
animators
I like
make
that.
things.
I thought it was such a unique spin on it.
Sometimes some animators do this thing where they're trying way too hard to be funny, funny animation,
Yeah.
and I hate that garbage.
That is
I agree.
Like the.
I mean, Jay,
how do-
there's a
the
lot of
Eagle
like I
Raptor
know
style.
that you
that's,
like
that's
the
the way I like to say the Eagle Raptor style of animation.
Jay, I know.
Like, my feelings on the reanimated version are just as conflicting as the art styles used in it.
Sonic. I tell you, Jay. I mean, I know you like the Sonic shorts from like when you were younger and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the animators. There's a lot of the animators from Sonic shorts on there. There is a lot of.
Oh
there's
yeah,
a
no.
lot- a
Some
lot
of the
like,
animators
kind of-
are really good. It's just that some of them are also really
Yeah.
not that good.
I don't think we ever actually answered the
So,
question of where these shows are available, and I think it's important, if we're going to talk about these
Oh,
shows in
yeah,
this
yeah.
episode, for people to know where they can find them, and sort of, certainly within the UK.
Yeah, I mean, just to answer now, on Netflix, Sonic X is. Oh, this is UK Netflix. You've got 2 seasons of Sonic X.
That's
So you've
same
got
here in the US.
Season 1 and 2 of Sonic X. You've also got Sonic Boom. If it'll just load
Sonic
how many
Boom's on
series.
Netflix.
You've got one.
Yeah,
you've got
Sonic
the f-
Boom's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the first.
Oh, that
season
must
is-
be a UK thing.
the first season. I remember Sonic
You're
Underground
self-aware.
but it doesn't actually seem to be there anymore. I think Sonic Underground is gone now.
Sonic Underground was definitely
You
on
wanna
there
hear
at
a
one
funny
point.
story? On Hulu.
What did you say that Sam? Sorry, what did you say, Sam?
Sonic Underground was definitely on there at one point.
Yeah, I remember watching it. But Sonic Underground's gone now. So for UK, we've got on Netflix, we've got Sonic X and Sonic Boom, which I think is a very good pick. To be honest, I think both of those shows are quite good.
But
what
what
is it
we
in
also
America?
have...
In
Sorry, what we
America,
also have
on-
outside of Netflix is the DVD releases in the UK, so we've got box sets of Adventures, Sat AM, and Underground.
You guys are lucky.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's rough out here in America. All right, so here's the deal. From what I've been able to find, at least, Hulu is where you watch Sonic Boom. And then Netflix has Sonic X, the first 2 seasons, not season 3, which is the best season, so why even have it? But anyway, we only have the first 2 seasons of Sonic X, and I think Adventures is on Netflix. I'd have to recheck on that on my Fire Stick very quick, but I'm pretty sure Adventures is on Netflix. On Prime is Sat AM and Sonic X, 3 seasons, and Sonic Underground. But with Sonic Sat AM, you have to have the Stars add-on, but if you have Amazon Prime, I think they give you the Stars add-on for free now, because I have never paid for the Stars add-on, and I've been able to watch the show. So, there's my opinion on that one. So
Sonic X on Amazon Prime in the UK. Just just going back to how we said there's 2 seasons of Sonic X available on Netflix. There's 3 seasons on Sonic X, so you've got all 3 seasons included with Prime on Amazon here in the UK. I don't know if that's the same in America.
Yeah, it is. It's the same like on Amazon Prime. We got all these.
This is more like a fucking buying guide to how to watch Sonic
Yeah,
cartoons than actual.
Well,
kind
I just
of, like,
figured if we were going to
what we
talk
think.
them up, then some people might be interested to check them out after.
I mean,
yeah.
I kid around, but I do think it is completely relevant. Yeah,
If
obviously.
we're going to talk about
especially-
Sonic shorts as well, I used to be shit scared of the Tails doll segments he did in Sonic shorts when I was a kid. Don't know why.
Oh yeah, there was a phase
I was-
when kind
I
of
was
like that.
traumatised.
It because of the like creepypasta, that kind of thing would be included in everything.
I distinctly remember in Sonic
I remember
Shorts
that.
3, I think there was a bit at the end where it had the Tails doll in it, and I always used to click
Yeah,
off the video.
yeah,
Sonic
where it's
Shorts
like
was such a
hanging-
huge part of my
it's
fandom
like-
when I was a kid because that was like the most popular Sonic content, and a lot of those jokes have stuck in my mind forever. And what was funny for me, a lot of those jokes, I got introduced to a lot of the jokes before I actually played a lot of the games.
Yeah.
So now when I play the games, all I can think about is those jokes. Or
You know what? I am actually in the exact same boat here. See, this is like this is like Sam. It will be a completely our kind of like our childhood Sonic media, films, cartoons, stuff like that is more like Sonic X and
I
YouTube,
love
like
the
Sonic
Sonic X
Shorts and stuff
DVDs.
like that. Yeah, but I mean, for you, it's again a completely different perspective, isn't it? It will have been like, I'm guessing, like Sonic Sat AM and Sonic.
Well, not even Sat AM. It was a channel called TNT specifically, and they would play the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and they would switch randomly between the Mario 3 and the Mario World version.
Oh, I remember. Do you remember Pop? It was called Pop or something. It had like it was like a mad like station where it ran like all the Mario
Yeah.
and Sonic cartoons.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh, that was quite.
What were you saying though? So
So yeah, then straight after that would be Sonic the Hedgehog, usually Adventures of, but occasionally Sat AM, and then that was
Yeah.
followed by I think a Bill and Ted cartoon of all things. But
Yeah.
that was the
which
block
one
I
did you
wanted to get
prefer?
home
Do you
from.
prefer- Do you prefer Sat AM or? I mean, I can't imagine Sat AM would have been much good if it was just the odd, randomly sprinkled episode compared to Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah,
Here's the
so like
thing.
you got yourself home, you sat down in front of your TV, and you were expecting like slapstick, silly, fun times with Sonic, and then it's like, oh,
Sonic's
this isn't
crying,
that.
Nightmare Robotnik instead.
okay, so apparently here in the U.S., I don't know if Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is only 20 episodes, but we only have 20 episodes of Adventures here in America.
From what I remember, they had 23 on Netflix back when I was watching it on my Wii.
Now there's only 20.
I legit had to
You use
watch
your Wii for
Netflix on my
everything,
Wii.
Logan. Like your Wii.
Well,
for
I
everything,
used to.
man.
You know what?
I used to.
Fair enough. Just for shits and giggles. I mean, you know, I collect consoles anyway, so like Netflix, I could get on about like 6 different things. But like, I used Netflix on Wii like very recently, just a couple times, just to see how it was. I mean, it's shut down now, but it was only shut down because the Wii shop closed. This is like super off topic, but like it only
I would still be
it
using
only shut.
if I didn't get rid of my CRT and 480i didn't look awful on an HD TV.
Yeah.
And I'm sat here thinking, I didn't even have that. We went out and we bought the VHS tapes, and they advertised. There's a couple of episodes back to back with Robotnik and the Chaos Emeralds and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and they put that out as a VHS. I've still got it now, and they sort of cut all those episodes together as like a movie.
Chaos
Smart.
Emeralds, man.
That's actually how Sonic X released a lot of their episodes on DVD and VHS. They just get like 3 or 4 episodes, then call it a section of the show, and then just trick people into making you think it's like an arc or something.
Yeah.
Isn't there
But this actually
of the
did.
Sonic X theme song? Like,
It depends. It's
There's
different
a
depending on
Japanese
which
class,
country.
and then there's the other one. I like the other
There's
one. more,
the
to be
English
fair.
one, and there's the Japanese one, which is Sonic Drive. Go naiga dotsu gu, do no the gatsu. Oh,
You do that
natsite,
Nah, the
Nah,
English one-
Please
never do that again.
I don't know if there's a UK one. Well, there is a UK one, right?
Like,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there is a UK one.
I
know
Gotta
what
Go
you're talking about.
Fast. Every version I've watched
it's
has
not
been
Gotta Go
Gotta Go
Faster.
Faster,
It's the one where it just
faster.
it keeps saying Sonic X over and over.
Oh yeah, Sonic X.
yeah.
Sonic
Yeah, that one.
Yes, that was the
Sonic
UK one from what I remember.
X.
All the stuff I watched.
That's the one I grew up with on the DVDs.
See, it's weird, right? It's weird, right? For me, kind of like, you know, this again. These episodes, it fucking end up inspiring me to end up fucking looking back on stuff from Sonic. Like the last episode when we were talking about handheld Sonic games, I literally just finished playing through the Sonic Rivals 1 and 2 because we were talking about that, and I just wanted to like kind of
I love
again and
Rivals.
get like a fresh perspective on them.
This is
Uh,
one to
slip that in.
revisit for you.
Well, I was just saying, it's like Sonic X. Sonic. I'm gonna kind of try and rewatch it again after this, not right after this, but you know, after this episode.
Yeah.
When I originally tried to get into Sonic X, it was like kind of like, I enjoyed the world and the characters, but for me,
But not
the
Chris
combat, the combat and the action. Well, see, this is the weird thing for me. The combat and the action was pretty lackluster. For me.
Oh
I
no,
didn't find
it is.
that interesting.
It is. It's super.
And
Yeah.
lackluster.
what I enjoyed was the character interactions and kind of the way the characters were written, but I was kind of like torn on whether I really do like it that much, because like I do enjoy that aspect of the show, but I just found myself a lot of the time just wanting more of that. Like I'd be seeing like action and stuff like that, and I just kind of really want to see like, I want to see more about like Sonic stuff. I wanted to kind of like, for me, what I found the most interesting was like the way it was kind of written about how Sonic and Amy interact. I found that dead interesting, and I kind of wanted to see more of that, and like Sonic and Knuckles and stuff like that, and all these characters really. But it was kind of like it took a back seat really to the combat, which I don't think was necessarily that great. It was kind of like the same kind of choppy animation of Sonic smashing a robot just again and again, slightly different.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, as the biggest Sonic X fan here, probably, I
love Sonic X.
I probably like it more than you. Just gonna be honest.
Fight me.
But like the combat is like the weakest thing about that show, next to Chris Thorndike existing. But like it's like, yeah, it's when I watch Sonic X, I'm mostly there. If I'm watching the dub, especially, I'm there for the bad puns, and the and just the characters.
I still haven't watched the Japanese version because
Sonic
idiot
says shit
me
in the Japanese
didn't know how to
version.
turn on captions.
The Japanese version is the most like not the most hilarious thing, but like sometimes it has some really good jokes in the Japanese version.
Everyone that I've heard that likes Sonic X seems to say that the Japanese version is the better version to go for.
It is.
I don't know, the Japanese version.
I have nostalgia for the dub because that's what I grew up with, but I do like the Japanese version. I do think
there's
the Japanese
quite a lot
version's
of
better show.
there's quite a lot of censorship in the American version.
Oh,
as well.
there's
Sonic says
I do
shit in
remember
the
seeing stuff
Japanese
like
version.
that.
Like he's
Yeah.
The Japanese version got
like,
absolutely ruined for me.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
completely. When I first saw the Japanese version, it was on a bootleg DVD with the Chinese subtitles, and it was like they were trying to describe Tails because they were looking for Tails for some reason, and it's supposed to be, oh, he's got like 3 whiskers on each side, and the subtitle was 3 pieces of mustache.
Jesus.
Dear.
Also, a funny thing that was in Sonic X, like when Rouge is getting arrested by Gun, and like she makes like a dominatrix joke because she gets put in handcuffs, and it makes more sense why all the guys are laughing at the female officer Topaz in the sub than it is in the dub. In the dub, she just calls her, I think, kind of old or something, and then they laugh. But in the sub, she's like, oh yeah, dominatrix.
See, again, to be honest, like, you know, talking about how I do want to kind of try Sonic X again. It's kind of like, if I could, I would probably go for the Japanese version, but I mean, where can you even get the Japanese version?
Wait, what sucks about the
Hulu.
Japanese version is that like you would have to watch it illegally because it used to be on YouTube, but it was all taken down very recently, like just in the last year, when it was put on Netflix.
The
All of a
site I
sudden, the
use
Japanese
for
version was
illegal
taken down.
cartoons is called Kim Cartoon. Like, I think that's a pretty common one.
It's like the thing is,
Yeah,
if you want to watch
I have
but
heard
if you
of
want to
that,
watch the sub for Sonic X, you probably have to go to an anime streaming service or something, like an anime site.
Like Crunchyroll.
Or just like pirate, like
you. I
find
mean,
it
yeah,
over
pirate.
pirated.
Like you'd have to go like to 9 Anime or something like that. Find a good anime site or a torrent if you want to watch the. subs.
Or
Then
crazy
watch Sonic
idea,
25.
support the industry.
Imagine having
of
money.
a TV show that's been off air for about 10 years.
And is available on home releases through legal means.
Hey, I have got.
Yeah,
I
the American
own
version.
The American version. I can't get the Japanese one. I have to finesse the Japanese version, and because it used to be. The thing is, what's
and, I mean,
funny?
you've got to bear
I
in
forgot
mind,
to
you've got to bear in
mention.
mind as well.
Sonic X is on
they
YouTube, I'm
themselves
pretty sure.
have censored.
I'm pretty sure they released like a Team S Entertainment released Sonic X on YouTube. So literally,
I
there's
mean,
no.
they themselves censored it, and also forget the fact. I mean, I own Amazon Prime and Netflix, which is the streaming. I pay for the streaming services, both streaming services that have Sonic X on them. Netflix doesn't care whether I watch Sonic X or not. I'm paying for Sonic X whether I watch it or not. That's the same with every show on any streaming service you use. So.
No, the streaming service looks at
if-
the viewership numbers and goes,
they
okay,
get a
we've
certain
paid
amount of
for a
money.
license for this for a year
Yeah,
or two. If viewers aren't actually looking at it, we won't renew it.
Yeah, no, I know. I understand in that. I understand in that regard. Obviously, it will change. It will kind of look at the kind of like the popularity of different shows. But my point is, like, I'm paying for the services that they're on. The version. It's not like I've got the version. I can watch it legally, and that's what I'm choosing to do. Like we've
it's
just
like,
said.
if I could
like we've
pay
just
for
said
Japanese
before,
Sonic X, I would.
everyone who talks about Sonic X and says I'm vows for it says the Japanese version is definitely the version to watch. Is the better version, and
We can't experience
there is no
that.
Japanese. There is no Japanese.
Can't you do a thing on Netflix where you
version
change the I don't know if this would actually work. I think it just like changes what the English one's saying to like a different language. But
the
you could
thing is,
change
what's
the audio,
annoying
can't
about-
you?
changing
is-
the language to Japanese would just give you Japanese subtitles for the
Yeah,
English.
fair enough. Yeah,
Eps-
I get
There
you.
are a couple of shows
what
on
also-
Netflix
Less
that
on
have dub and
Japanese
sub.
is
On Hulu, they have the actual sub and dub episodes separate.
Oh,
so
they
I'm
do
almost
on Hulu?
positive-
I'm
I'm almost positive you're getting the real Japanese version.
because
a
When it
couple
comes
of
to
them
more
are
recent like
slightly
territory
longer.
about Sonic cartoons, what did you think about the Mania Adventures and the Team Sonic?
I love
Overdrive
those
one?
things. Those things are great.
I heard they got a lot of complaints because they were too like memey. Like there's this YouTube video I watched about the end of
dude,
Sonic
I
by
don't-
JebTube,
everyone
and
who
he
says
goes
that
into
it's-
depth about it.
Okay, how are
Everyone
the
who
main
says it's too
adventures full of
memey-
memes?
Because like they do like the meme face you can like slap on a t-shirt, like the
No,
tail's
they-
choking on a chili dog. You know what I mean?
That didn't become a meme until people made it into
I-
memes, and then when Sonic Team saw
Yeah,
that,
but they
they're
knew
like,
what
hey,
they
we
were
can make
doing. They knew what they were
merch
doing by
I
drawing
don't know.
those
I
faces.
think people kind of complaining that kind of like the kind of jokey. I think people complaining that internet cartoons, internet animations that are a bit internet humor like is a bit nitpicky, to be honest. Like it's harmless,
I
really.
agree,
It's not
it's
like
nitpicky.
it's not like they're taking the piss of Sonic 06 or something like what like an internet cartoon's
on
using like
Twitter for, like, 3 years.
internet humor. Yeah, that I can understand that. That I can get behind. The like that I understand. Like they literally just taking the piss of the franchise.
I think
and going for jokes,
ultimately,
like,
Mania
it's
Adventures
an
was
ins-
cute.
yeah,
The
I
thing
think that's. I
that-
think it. I think
my-
it was what it was trying to be. Yeah.
my big problem.
Well, it
with
made
people
its way into the games as well. Like they were like, "Oh, Eggman's got a terabyte of selfies on
Of
here."
course,
It's like,
okay. Everyone talks about that line, and I get so angry. He's Eggman. He's the biggest egotist in the entire series. Of course, he would have a terabyte of selfies. For his character, it makes sense.
do
he
you know?
loves
do you,
himself.
Do you know?
He
Do you
builds
know? Do
literal
you know how much?
statues.
I actually saw someone post about this. Do you know how many selfies would be stored on a terabyte hard drive?
How many?
It's something like 5 million. I'm not even lying. It's something like
No, it's not the fact that
incredibly high.
Eggman isn't an egotist. It's the fact that he mentions selfies and like.
But that's a thing that we do in the real world. That
But
is
it's
a
not the
thing.
real world.
Yeah.
It's the Sonic the Hedgehog world.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sonic
But
has
is it-
always
It's the
been
Sonic
up
the
with
Hedgehog
popular
world,
culture.
but-
Just because popular
Yeah.
culture Sonic has always been a trend chaser since the '90s. He was
Yep.
literally created to internalize '90s cool and edge. That was literally his character. So of course,
mean,
in the
you could
modern
literally
day,
look at, like-
he's gonna be mentioning things that are
Well, modern day
literally
shit, what I
popular
want him to be a
now.
representation of the modern day. He's gonna wear a fucking face mask in the next game.
He
So to
better.
ask
I
if
better
it's
see Sonic
our
with
world-
a face mask.
flossing motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's gonna start Fortnite dancing.
Well, he already did
has
that in the movie.
He already did in the
That's
movie.
kind of
He
true.
did it.
He
did
flossed.
It's-
He did.
He flossed twice. But the thing is, flossing is a dance that is popular with kids. And who is Sonic for? Kids. So of
Kids.
course it's going to be trying to hit what's popular with kids, just like it's always been doing that.
But here's
it's
the
been
thing,
doing
I mean,
that
To be
since
fair,
day one.
to be fair, no Sonic game or Sonic Twitter or anything like that. There has been no Fortnite dances. It has only been in the movie.
Yeah,
which
in
is
the
They're
what
making a
my-
Fall
Here's
Guys
the
skin
thing,
for
though.
Sonic, and they
Even
made another
kids
skin
don't like
thing, and
flossing
it costed
anymore.
like 60
See,
quid for the whole thing.
Again, like the idea of like that. There's a costume. That like there's a Sonic costume in a popular game. Like I don't see. Again, I'd say people complaining about that. If there's a Fall Guys costume in Sonic, I'd say that's nitpicking. A popular video game character costume has been added.
No,
into
I
a
don't care
popular
personally.
video
I was
game.
just mentioning it.
Yeah.
So, animated series.
We got
Oh,
off
yeah.
topic
What would
so
people
much.
say are their favourite... let's go around the room. Favourite arcs from any of the animated series. Jay, take it away.
Alright.
Just the whole of Saturday and how it's 100% better than Forces. Everything that Forces was meant to be was Saturday.
What's
I
sad
also
is that
really like
Forces
Julia White
references
Sonic.
Sad AM.
So, you know.
Oh, man.
Although it's a shame SatAM, if I remember right, just ended on that sort of tease of Knuckles, tease of Ixusnagus, and nothing.
Oh, they never in Sad AM there was no Knuckles, but how this they didn't finish off the thing with Ixusnagus, so that was kind of left in the
I
air.
like the
But what
characterization
they
of
sh-
Tails and Saiyam
but-
as well, because he was more like the little brother than like. I
But,
don't know, it's
but
like
yeah, one thing with
characterization.
the ending of Sad AM that was super annoying though is that they teased Snively as being the villain for the next season because
Oh, yeah, I
Robotnik
remember
is
that.
dead. So then they go like, "Now it's my turn now." And then and then the season ends and then the show's over and there's no more. That's why I
They should
always
put
thought when I
Snively
was
in
a
one of the main games, you would make it cool.
I always thought when I was a kid that the comics were a continuation of Sad AM. I grew up
Well, they
very
use the same characters
disappointed.
and stuff, so that's not really like a really illogical conclusion to come to.
Yeah, it's not an illogical conclusion to come to, but it really isn't. They have almost nothing to do with each other. In fact, if you
Yeah.
read the early issues of the Archie comics, they more reference Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. There's a lot
Archie
of
comics
like
went wild.
Scratch and Grounder and Coconuts are in it. The humor is more Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog-y. It was very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like. I thought, am I gonna do like an episode on like the comics one day, or are we gonna?
We probably
Yeah,
should.
we need to talk about the comics at
I
some
would
point.
love to. I mean, my perspective is literally just I've read. I mean, there was I read a collection of like a few episodes of the Archie one.
Yeah,
Random
same.
episodes picked out. I read the first couple episodes of the Sonic Universe spin-off comic.
I read
by
the
Archie.
one where it was
and then I've
the
read
turtle, and he goes like super, and then Sonic has to kill him,
and
and it's all Sonic.
Oh my god!
and I've read the first two IDW ones, which is the ones that I've enjoyed the most.
Fun fact:
And
a
that
lot
is,
of
like,
people don't know this. Sonic X got an Archie comic book.
It
did, about
yeah.
12
It was apparently
issues.
really good. I've been seeing like Twitter posts about how good it was.
I haven't read it, so I have no opinion.
I
but
saw
yeah,
this
there
Twitter
is
post
a
recently.
Sonic X
Actually, it's
comic book.
funny you bring that up because I saw a Twitter post and it was like, there's an issue where they get like stuck in like the very first game, and it's like they try to like exit off like the left, but there's like an invisible force field, you know, because like in Sonic 1 they had like invisible walls and stuff, and it was just like a big massive callback to Sonic 1, like a whole issue. Like,
Oh my god!
So,
Yeah.
animated series.
Yes.
Jay,
Yes,
your
animated.
favourite arc is the entirety of SatAM.
yeah.
Pointing out the obvious, I'm assuming something from Sonic X.
Yes, because like while I think Sad AM is the better show, I love Sonic X way more. I would say like the Metarex saga of season 3 is really good, especially the Japanese.
Yeah, I watched a
version.
video that said that was when it really picked up. 'Cause it
It's
was
like yeah, because the thing is they adapted Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 in season 2.
Can I just ask though, what the fuck is like that little tree lady about?
Oh
like,
yeah,
Cosmo?
she's
What the fuck is that?
oh what she's about. Okay, basically she shows up and she kind of like doesn't. She kind of like has some memories missing. She doesn't know she has memories missing, but she does, and she's trying to find Sonic to save the world. So then they go and they're collecting all the Chaos Emeralds because Sonic sent them across the universe, which was really
Nice
because he was about to lose a fight, so he said, "Well, they're not getting these Chaos Emeralds." And then he just
Is that character from Sonic Shuffle? Because the design looks familiar, but I haven't
Probably
seen
have to do the
season
same
3.
special stages every game because he just fucking launches them across the
He just
world every
launches
time.
every time he just gets rid of them. Like Knuckles was really mad at him. It was really funny. It was like, "What do you mean you lost the Chaos Emeralds? What do you mean, my guy? You just had them." It's one of the funny jokes. But like basically over the course of the series, yeah, she gets closer with Tails and stuff. But then it's revealed near the end of the season that actually she was secretly working for the Metarex all along, and she didn't even know she was a spy for the Metarex.
Shit.
I know.
This is some pretty deep stuff for fucking Sonic X.
It's like she didn't even know she was a spy. And
I mean,
then,
how many seasons of were there of Sonic X?
3. There's only 3.
Just
There's
the
only
3.
3. But like, okay,
No,
the thing is with
hold on,
Cosmo,
hold on.
it doesn't stop.
Am I having a Mandela effect? Because I swear to God, there was like 5.
No.
No.
Is this actually full?
Sometimes
Jesus.
Sonic,
You
sometimes
had that
Sonic
Mandela
X.
effect twice. No,
I do, you know. I swear to God, I swear to God, I played Sonic Battle 2 and watched Sonic X Season 4. Jesus.
But like, anyway, the thing is also with Cosmos, the thing is, it turns out that the Metarex are just the male version of her race, and the thing is, the male and the female version of that race started splitting because the male version wanted to become more war-oriented and wanted to be more powerful, while the female version wanted to be peaceful. So then they had a war, like the female versions left the planet, and then the male versions destroyed the planet through their war efforts.
I just find it funny
and
the
then
way
they
that the first
attack
2
all the
seasons is
female
like,
version of their
oh,
ways.
here's Sonic, and
It's-
here's a cat joke about Sonic, and then the third season's like this grandiose fucking, let's have an epic space
Yeah.
battle with fucking aliens. It's like, Jesus Christ, what
Man,
a total
there's
shit.
What was the,
a lot of stuff going on in season
Chris
3 of Sonic.
Thorndyke
It's
is just
kind of
sitting there like.
Well, no, the
okay.
thing is, in Season 3, I always defend Season 3 Chris Thorndyke, because basically, I don't know if you know this, but the thing is, so basically, 7 years or so passes on Earth, so Chris Thorndyke, he's a genius scientist, he's 18, and then basically he finally figures out a way to create a portal to Sonic's world, and he enters it, but when he goes into Sonic's world, he ends up looking like a kid again, but the thing is,
These damn fucking sidekicks
he still
stealing
has
Tails' place. He's literally just Tails with the human version.
he basically is the excuse for Sonic having new shoes in almost every episode, because he creates a gadget for Sonic to use that episode. Like, he literally creates the soap shoes, so Sonic can grind in one episode.
The reason Chris
See,
exists
I
really
never,
is the same.
I never knew that.
Yeah, no.
I think the reason. I mean, as bear in mind as well. See, Sonic X is kind of like. It was kind of written on 2 levels in a way. More so the 3rd season, to be honest. The 3rd season was kind of like where kids can enjoy it, but also like there is acknowledgement that there are older fans of Sonic and they also enjoyed it. But I think as a kid. And I mean, you know what, the Sonic franchise has toyed with this like a few times. Look at Sonic Forces. It's this idea of like being friends with Sonic. And Chris was kind of like that kind of. I mean, he did start to. He did start to
This
get
is sort of
more
what I was trying to
character
say. Yeah, Chris is there
Yeah,
for the same reason
sorry, I
that
must have just
Robin
took
was
the
added
point
to
out,
Batman,
yeah.
so that kids
Yeah.
had someone to project onto.
Literally, the thing is,
character.
if you hear
Because
how
I mean,
the creators-
Chris, yeah. You look at like all the characters in Sonic X and stuff like that. Like each character's kind of like, you know. I mean, it's pretty clear. You can't really. I mean, you can try, but like Sonic does a lot of things that a human can't do. I mean, he's not a human, you know. But Chris being like just a kid, a pretty normal kid, you know, it's kind of like he did get character development, but he was kind of written. At first, I feel he was kind of a bit of a blank slate for kids to kind of attach
Well,
themselves
to be
onto,
fair,
but
if
they
it
did
wasn't for
start.
Chris Thorndyke, we wouldn't be here today because he saved Sonic from that pool. So Sonic would be literally
the thing is, what's really funny for me though is like the most hated thing Chris Thorndyke ever did was in the ending of season 2. He basically he really didn't want Sonic to go, so he stopped Sonic from leaving, and Sonic knowing that eventually Chris will let him go back, or he can go back anytime, he kind of just lets Chris drag him along on this giant road trip to run away. And the thing is, it's like, if you look at it from an adult perspective, or like, it's like, why is he doing this? This is stupid. The world is at stake. Why are you being so selfish?
Princess Elise moment where she's like, I don't care about the world.
But the thing is, I like, if I think about it from a kid's perspective, and also that season 2 supposed to be it was supposed to be the last season. So it's like, it's basically like an insert of not wanting the show to end. Like, oh yeah, even though the show should end, it's like, and it's reached a logical conclusion, I don't want it to end. and it's like, I like the idea of what they were going with. I mean, Chris isn't likable enough for that idea to work, but like, I like the idea.
Well, no, Chris acted like a child in that moment because Chris is a child.
Yeah. Exactly. It's one of those things where it's like, well, I can't be mad that he acted
Chris,
like a kid.
See, the character of Chris never really irritated me. Like, I've seen some people on the internet that just fucking, like, boil at the sight of
I watched that show
character.
with my cousin,
and
they hated Chris. They hated Chris so much.
Well, for me, I never really had a problem with him until he was starting to just be shoehorned into basically Sonic plots that he was clearly out of place for. Like, these plots were designed with the Sonic characters and the Sonic abilities in mind, and then you've just got some fucking kid there. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I don't think he was as offensive as we talk about. But if we can talk,
now that I'm thinking about that, there's this dirty thing that 4Kids really did. So the thing is, they replace. Sonic X replaces Amy's speech to Shadow with Chris giving the speech to Shadow, and Chris reminds him of Maria. But the thing is, in the 4Kids version, you would think that Shadow didn't really do anything, but in the Japanese version, Shadow is beating up Chris, throwing it, just beating him up, and like, they cut it out of the 4Kids version. I'm like, what? We couldn't see Chris get beat up by Shadow? Come on, bro. Come on, that would have been cathartic.
Yeah.
You cut.
What was the question originally that you were going around asking?
Favorite arcs? Well, yeah, I guess
favorite arc from any of the animated
series.
The
Meteorix saga. We got distracted with the question about Cosmo.
Kendall, I knew you were gonna steal this.
See, so for me, really, like, if you want to talk about arcs, I probably would have to give it to Sonic X, because I do think, in terms of like continuity and kind of like having a general tone, and kind of like following like a more grander narrative throughout each of the seasons, I'd definitely say Sonic X was the most successful in doing that. Yeah. Some would argue Sonic Sat AM, but to be fair, I'm nostalgic to this, because like Sonic, like 2000 Sonic is the Sonic I grew up with. But as much as kind of like I would like to say Sonic X is my favourite Sonic TV show, I know for a fact it's not, because none of these shows that we have talked about, Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic X, Sonic Sat AM, even the YouTube Sonic Shorts, none.
Are we ignoring Boom?
Well, literally, that was literally what I'm about to talk about. Like, all of like okay. none of these kind of TV shows I watched as kind of closely as I did Sonic Boom. Like, Sonic Boom.
Didn't get into it really. I like the Misery episode.
Sonic Boom. I kind of like the first. Sonic Boom was a Sonic sitcom. That was literally what it was. Like, it felt like it. The way it was written, and season 1 was pretty good, but season 2 was just pure like gold. Like, you know, you talk about kind of like that cynical kind of like, people argue about like that kind of cynical kind of like Sonic's too cynical and arrogant and like people argue about that, and I can kind of see that in the modern games, but like Boom Sonic and Boom Sonic World, it fits perfectly. It was almost like in season 2 it was like this constant undertone that they knew the property this TV show is based off is a fucking abysmal game, like, and it was just kind of like a joke.
Like,
Sonic,
when they made jokes about the readers,
I know, right?
I remember like Sonic Boom season 2 literally coming out each new episode and like watching it instantly. I say watching it instantly. I watched like pirated versions on YouTube. I didn't actually go to the channel and watch them because I actually just I couldn't find where.
You're gonna trigger me again.
It was on
I couldn't find where it
early
is,
in the
so
morning too.
yeah, I couldn't be arsed with that. So I mean,
I
like
still
it's
haven't-
weirdly
At
They-
least you get the
watched
benefit
all
of continuity. We just
But-
had whatever episode they put on. They wouldn't necessarily be in order.
I mean,
Yeah.
there was no the copyright for Sonic Boom was weirdly lax. You know what I mean? It was really lax. Like every new episode of Sonic Boom would release on YouTube and would get a lot of views, and there was just never anything done on them. I think ads played on them. I honestly do, from what I remember. Like the Sonic Boom episodes, like they're all over YouTube. If you want to watch Sonic Boom, literally
Yep.
type in Sonic Boom and you can.
Yeah,
Find
there's
Sonic
the
Boom and
Sonic Sassy something. Ooh, Fall Guys
Yeah.
Season 2 is live. Oh, cool. Sorry, I was scrolling through Twitter.
But yeah, Sonic Boom, I really enjoyed, and it was crazy, really, because Sonic Boom TV show was definitely by far the best things come out of Sonic Boom, and it basically kept this like it was like it was in this weird limbo. Like season 2 kept this like this sub-series alive, and it was like literally just like degrading in front of us. We've got like they're pulling all the merch, there's no new games in development, they're kind of changing all the profile pictures, they're getting rid of scrubbing all the Sonic Boom branding from all the fucking official Sonic accounts and Sega accounts, and yet we've also got new episodes of Sonic Boom coming out every like other week. It was just a crazy time, really.
I'm so
But
mad that
se-
Cartoon
season
Network killed
two-
that show because
season
Cartoon
two
Network
definitely-
loves to kill shows.
Yeah, season
Yep.
2 is season 2 especially. Like Sonic Boom isn't a TV series that you need to follow in order. I mean, I did
No.
just because that's just because
finale
I
was
was
great.
watching them as they came out. But season 2 Sonic Boom, I would say if you want to drop in on Sonic Boom, just drop in through any of the season 2 episodes. I would definitely say they were really funny. The writers. It's almost like the writers knew this was good. They weren't going to get
Yeah.
another season because
Yeah.
obviously Sega did. I think if the Sonic Boom TV show had the modern Sonic designs, I think we'd be on like season 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But because it was Sonic Boom, I think Sega literally wanted to pull the plug on it as soon as it wasn't doing exceptionally well. And
I'm going to jump
the-
from that, where you said about the episode to episode, you don't have to follow it as a recommend,
yeah,
to my pick, because it's actually part of the reason my pick is my pick. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was one of those slapstick, jokey, almost like a sitcom, like you said for Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to watch it in any particular order, which was great
Yeah.
because TV stations were random. And
well, I mean, I'd probably say Adventures of Sonic, like Logan and Jay said, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is probably more closer to like a Looney Tunes cartoon than kind of a
just-
sitcom. But like,
well, this
hate
is
that
what
at
was
the
weird.
end-
We had, I mentioned before, that VHS where they cut some episodes together, and it was a rarity for kids shows to have any continuity, or it's quite rare that you got a part 2 or a part 3 to an episode. And because Sonic was slapsticky, at least in Adventures, it was also rare to get a semi-serious story. It was just sort of weird watching. It's basically Robotnik's travelling through time and space to get the Chaos Emeralds, but there's only 4 of them, and they all have a specific power, and he's trying to get all 4 onto a necklace to become a god, and they had to... Like, they don't even look like the Chaos Emeralds, they're all different shapes and
God.
everything. And it's like, they change it, so it's like, the power of invincibility, the power
crazy,
of...
isn't it? It's like those like early kind of like, I mean, you can look, that is kind of a common thing in like Sonic stuff from that kind of like the early days of the franchise. Like you talk about like even like Sonic the Fighters that Bob was talking about the other day, well there was just 8 Chaos Emeralds. Like it's crazy. Those kind of like, I always find those kind of early days interesting because it's like what do you call, it's basically I've actually lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was saying.
The lore got played with in a lot of the different mediums, and it was weird them trying to finagle it, because some of the powers were the same. It was invincibility, fine. Invisibility, sounds similar but different thing, fine. Invulnerability, well hang on, that's invincibility again. And then the 4th one was just the power of life itself.
Power of life.
Okay, that's good.
Logan, what do you think? You've been like dipping in and out.
You know, Kendall probably mentioned a lot more than I ever could about Sonic X, and now that I think
He's the
about
anime
it,
guy.
here's the thing. I rewatched both seasons of Sonic Boom like a good 4 times, even after I wasn't sick and just watching shows for the heck of it. So, one thing that did upset me, though, at the end of Sonic Boom is that they actually have Eggman mention something about, I wonder what they're going to do next season. And then there wasn't another season. So, it's almost like, I wonder if he said that
No, he definitely did. He was definitely aware that
there
there was
wouldn't
not
be
going to be a
another.
new season.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network was choking that show, man. Cartoon Network was killing it, which they do to every show that isn't Teen Titans Go. They just choke it out of existence.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
it
sad,
doesn't
really.
matter how
Or
good it
Adventure
is.
Time.
They'll go like, "Welp, were you making Teen Titans Go money?" No, because only Teen Titans Go. Then it's not gonna be on TV.
Capitalism.
Am I the only one that doesn't like Teen
No,
Titans
most
Go?
people don't, but it's gotten better over the years. It's
Most
gotten
people
better.
don't, but I think the movie was okay, and I think it
Yeah,
is
the movie
sort of
was.
overrated.
Look at my booty.
My
big
kids
3D.
watch a lot of it.
All I know is the Megalovania meme that came from that.
Oh
movie,
yeah,
and that
the
was
bit
about
from
it.
the movie. Yeah, that was
Oh,
fun.
one
There's this
thing
bit
I-
where he kicks and he does like the Sonic Werehog.
I'd have my own music, and I'd have my own fighting music too. It'd go bum 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 bum.
And he goes boom, and then he kicks Sonic the Werehog off, and he falls
and then
down
Kirby
onto
falls
the earth.
into a void.
It was
But
funny.
like, one thing I do want to mention about Sonic X, because I think we are getting to the end of the podcast here. But like, one thing I do want to mention about Sonic X is that they actually had a Sonic Battle arc that, if you've never played Sonic Battle, is so mean. Because the thing is, yeah,
Emerald?
they had Emerald there, and the Sonic Battle arc was kind of funny. Like, there was this weird moment in the dub anyway, where like Chris does something shady, and then they go like, he's like, "Yeah, I'm tired of everyone thinking I'm a good guy, goody two shoes," and it's like Sonic's like, "Hey yo, but you are a good person." "Yeah, you right, Sonic." And that was
Yeah,
that was
I
so
remember
weird.
that.
That's like the worst part of the arc, but like the rest of the arc had some. Even though the action is not why you're watching the show, the fights are relatively just kind of funny instead of action packed. It's a very funny tournament arc near the end, and then also having Cream and Cheese team up to beat up Crazed Emerald is sad. Especially how that ends, because, you know, in Sonic, characters never die, but robots can. And we'll make you care about those robots. That's
Yep.
the Sonic rule.
Unless it's the robots from Sonic Boom, those I honestly didn't care about.
Well, characters never die in Sonic for more than 5 minutes, and, you know, can be kissed back to life by a princess.
Or
Shadow died,
somehow
but then they're like,
survived-
"Nah, we're just
survived-
kidding."
I mean, maybe Shadow is the ultimate life form. He survived falling from orbit. Rocks can't even do that.
Is that ever explained?
Well,
No,
literally-
Eggman just found his body.
Sonic literally uses chaos control to teleport himself out of a exploding capsule. So you know,
I mean,
with a fake.
Think
animal.
about it like this: when you're super, you are invincible to fire, and when he falls to Earth, he's
No,
still
he was
super,
losing.
so
He
maybe,
lost
like,
super on the way down.
he
There's
did?
no way he did it, because he didn't have the emeralds. Sonic still had the emeralds.
He
Oh,
must
you
have been
know,
holding
yeah,
at least one
yeah,
ring.
yeah.
I think that's-
One
yeah.
ring. That doesn't
Yeah. And then the invincibility frame.
Is there anyone else who hasn't give the thought check? Because I think we're going to wrap up the podcast.
Yeah, I
soon.
think it's probably a good place to wrap up, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think this probably.
Yeah, we're like almost 50 minutes on my
Yeah.
recording.
If
Yeah.
if you keep on tuning into these
Yep.
episodes of Spindash Class, we do thank you. Like, we do really enjoy coming together and making them and seeing that people actually enjoy them and listen to them.
Yep.
So
As always, as well, if you want more from all of us, check. You know, obviously all your hosts are here, plus reoccurring guest Sam's here again, so make sure to check him out
yep.
if you want to see more of him.
And Ginger Bob will be back
And,
on next time, by the way.
Gingerbread will be back on next
Yeah,
time.
we should actually have a full
Well-
cast next time.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we should. do.
Wouldn't that be
Wow.
something?
I'd probably say this is a good place to end it then.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
That's
everyone.
one thing.
Sonic cartoons are great. Sonic X is the most fun one. Yes.
They should make a Sonic Forces
Yeah.
cartoon.
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind with the
depending-
actual
depending
premise,
on
yeah.
who's making
It was
it,
actually
might
done
actually be a
goodly, yeah.
good cartoon.
Sonic for Hire is the
But
best
yeah.
Sonic show.
That is actually a great show.
But I
by
do
the people who
one
make
thing.
the
One thing I
comic-
think
the
we should
comics,
say before
maybe.
we're going to just something really quick. Do you want a new Sonic cartoon on TV relatively soon? Because I kind of do.
Yes.
I
Yes.
thought that there were rumors saying that they're definitely.
Yeah, so did I. I
Yeah, I
heard
thought
that,
so,
but
but
I don't know.
I
Again,
don't know.
we-
Guess not.
maybe we'll find out.
Maybe in the
year
foreseeable
2020.
future there'll be a more.
An episode for another day.
Yeah.
We're getting a movie sequel. That's good enough.
We always think of like 10 more ideas each episode.
Also,
Yeah.
that that Eggman movie spin-off movie rumor.
Yeah, I saw that
I
as
don't
well.
want it to be a so. We'll talk about this next time.
Again.
Talk about it
An
next
episode for another day.
Then another episode for another day.
time. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all for watching, and
See ya.
Yeah, bye.
See you
Bye
later.
from me. See you later.
See ya.
Bye bye.